Scorpio, welcome to your love reading. If it's par for the course, your love reading will be a hot mess like everybody else's. And we're already to your sign with two of them not being posted because they were so. It must be like a hard month or something for everybody. Everybody seems to be struggling. Let's see. All right. Okay. We have caught intention and deadlines. Take a look at those. All right, card 68 and 67. At least the energy is starting to decline a little bit. Okay, so cotton tension talks about conflict awaiting at every turn, every corner, and the deadline is thinks they're trapped in a procrastination cycle. They focus on what can be done now. So I'm getting this feeling that you are kind of jaded when it comes to relationships, especially ones that are long or yeah, like longer. Okay, so the caught intentions makes me feel like waiting for the other shoe to drop. Like waiting. I hate that expression. Like you're just waiting for the bad thing to happen, right? And with this deadline, it's almost like you don't even want to wait it out that long. Okay. Anything else? All right, and we have gambling and loneliness that came out together. Oh God, this card says twin flame on it. Distant twin flame fuels your spiritual journey and inner growth. Solo venture reveals hidden truths and personal growth. And then gambling bets on uncertain outcomes with little control over the result. Feels trapped in a slot machine cycle and hopes for a lucky break. Cards 66 and 44. That's interesting. 66 and 44. 10, 10, 7, 7, 7. All of these things. Okay, so you know what this is? This is actually Scorpio in separation. All right, so for the rest of you that are not currently in separation, you can click off. All right, Scorpio in separation. It's a very interesting energy because it feels like the longer that you are apart from your person, warning, the bottom of the deck, the longer that you're apart from your person, the more uncomfortable you become regarding their. Okay, I don't even want to make an assumption there. So regarding their what? Regarding their what? God has helped me out. Okay, well, this is your warrior. You just begin to worry. But regarding what? What are they what is Scorpio worrying about? Unethical. You're worried about what your person is doing. Like the longer they're away, you worry more and more and more. Okay. So what is Scorpio's current energy regarding this separation? The High Priestess. Oh, this is the Shuffle Tarot, so it's going to be the standard RWS with a little bit of changes. This is the High Priestess with the chariot in her chair with a broken wheel. All right. So for me, it feels like you want to go, but you don't. Like on the inside, you're ready to go with the chariot energy, but you don't have a chariot. And the High Priestess doesn't go anywhere, stays right where she is. This is like the feeling of being stalled, being at a standstill. And then we have the Knight of Pentacles here with the Knight of Cups background. So it's kind of like, again, with the stalled energy, with the stopped energy, it's probably why you're in separation with the stillness. And an undercurrent of the Knight of Cups makes me feel like you're waiting for it to return. Um, you're just waiting for it to return. Oh, there he is. There he is. Returning. Oh, and returning with the moon and the creatures from the devil card. Oh, notice how these two meet face to face. Mm. Remember what I said about the longer the period of separation, the more that you become worried about unethical things done during separation? I think that this person's coming back with secrets. Let's get some information on Scorpio's person. Hmm. So we have the Three of Wands with the characters of the Three of Cups on it. Okay. All right. Give me more. Okay. We have the Queen of Pentacles sitting in the Queen of Wands chair. We have Strength sitting in Justice. And we have Page of Wands. And I want to say that is the background of the Page of Pentacles. Okay, so that one we're gonna check because I don't really know the background of it. Actually, that might be the Page of Swords. No, it is the Page of Pentacles. Okay. I feel like there's a lot of person is very confident that you're not gonna find out. There's Three of Wands and the three in the with the Three of Cups characters, and notice how their back is all turned. It's almost like waiting for the incoming regarding these three people, but none of them are very concerned about it. And what makes me feel that way is this Queen of Pentacles sitting in a Queen of Wands throne. It's almost like pretending that everything is like kosher, like secure, safe, like we're all good here. But if you had seen me last week, you wouldn't think so much. I was more of a, it's almost like I was a Queen of Wands last week and I'm a Queen of Pentacles now. Like, but I was very much a Queen of Wands last week. It's going to take a great deal of uh, resilience to bring me to justice. You're going to have to do a lot of work to bring me to justice, especially because, how do I say that? I'm not going to say that. Okay. I am gonna leave this to you to interpret because I'm just not gonna say that. You have the Page of Wands. on the ground of the Page of Pentacles. Don't listen. It's like about planting seeds. Okay, we're going to step away from that. So it makes me incredibly uncomfortable. Oh, and I can't help like notice the similarities between the backgrounds of these cards. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I think you were right to be kind of like leery about this particular. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna leave it there. All right. So what do we want to know? And what are the challenges here? So if separation is over, what are the challenges? Oh my God, it's I can't I can't even with this. So we have the Page of Wands and the High Priestess. So you have the High Priestess here twice, right? So there's something intuitive that you are aware of. These are two naked babies. When I ask what is what is the challenge? Oh my God, that's hilarious. Um, I asked what the challenge was after separation, and they gave me two naked babies. That's only for some of you, just like oh, and then we have the sun, and it's the emperor on a stone horse. Can you see that? So the challenge here is this is only going to be a reading for a few of you, is that it is going to come to light with the sun that you might have sons now. Or your person might have planted seeds in very fertile ground, if you know what I'm saying. That's only for some of you. If you know, you know, you know. You have the high priestess here twice, even though it is chariot driven and naked baby driven. I'm like it is still the high priestess energy. There's a lot of underlying um wand energy being hidden in the backs of these cards. Oh, the Queen of Swords with Justice. Oh my God. I was hearing Maury with the DNA results. This is ridiculous, Spirit. Like, really? This is. Oh my God, here's a pregnant fool. I just can't. Look at that. We're going to switch decks because this is just too much. It's just too much. I apologize to whoever this reading, remember that um, it's just energy. Think of how many people there are in the world. How many Scorpios? You don't think that one of them right now is um, enjoying very very lighthearted casual entertainment on YouTube in the form of YouTube tarot. We'll just say that. What can Scorpio look forward to? Regular deck. It's not going to be. What does Scorpio have to look forward to? Okay, we have no communication with the Eight of Wands in reverse. We have the Knight of Wands and the Hermit. So not only is your person not going to communicate with you about this, they are actually going to retreat back into their um wow. We have the Seven of Cups in reverse, the Page of Swords, in reverse and the Two of Swords in the reverse. So the illusion and the resistance to actually looking at what the truth is here is now being completely shed. It's something about this retreat and no contact that's really making you think like, what's up? What is it that you're not telling me? And in all seriousness, like with the naked babies being the outcome or being the challenge here, right? And because it was following the Page of Wands in a field of Page of Pentacles, like I really think that this is just highlighting if you're still here at 15 minutes, like it's because you legitimately think that your partner wasn't faithful during your separation, right? And this is really just kind of like a lighthearted way in order to for you to resonate with that if it is your story. If it is not or it doesn't resonate, please do not go and ask for DNA tests or any like don't do that. Don't do that. Use your intuition and your intellect. With the Seven of Cups in reverse, like you're no longer gonna be under that haze of illusions. Like the fog is beginning to lift. But the fog is beginning to lift because you are Two of Swords, like you're taking Two of Swords in reverse. You're not blocking the information anymore. And then the Page of Swords, like there is you have been seeking the truth regarding this particular time period and it's now coming to light. You kind of already knew it though. It's the energy, it's because your person keeps doing this is why. I know it said twin flame on there and we'll pull some cards that have that horrendous um idea. I'm gonna do an entire eventually I'm just gonna it I'm gonna give twin flame readings. That's what I'm gonna do. Because they are so confusing and so toxic and just so it's just let me stop. Let me stop. So you're not going to have this disillusionment anymore regarding these. All right. What else can we say? The Emperor and the Ten of Wands. Okay. So through this, a Queen of Swords at the bottom. Because of this, like this is getting too much with the Ten of Wands. This is too much. You have decided like I'm not tolerating this garbage anymore. I'm really not. Like I don't I don't really see your person like lying outwardly. They are avoiding, which to me is the same thing. Omission in my book is still lying. I think it has more to do with intention though. But you're really like you're going to take charge here and you're going to say, look, it's my way or the highway. I'm done with this garbage. Like I'm just done with it. Queen of Swords, like, and this Queen of Swords is really interesting because this queen is not beckoning like this. She is pointing. So she's like door or beheading. But don't lie. Don't lie. Don't omit. Don't want to hear it. I'm not having it anymore. Yeah, the world, the Nine of Wands in the world. Like you have been holding on for a long time. You have been battling this same battle, this same periods of separation. Here's what I have to say regarding separation from here on out. If you are well established in a relationship, I mean, if you are established enough to require separation, see you bye. Like, nothing good comes from separation. If it didn't work, it didn't work. And this is you saying, this doesn't work. All right. What can you say for Scorpio in the future? Where is Scorpio going to go from here? We have, oh, the Magician in the reverse. I hope that's not you. Let's get a clarifier for the Magician in the reverse. A Hierophant. Ah, okay, so let's try not to get a little, let's try not to carry this energy into your next relationship. With the Magician in the reverse, this is a very manipulative energy. And then with the Hierophant coming in after, it feels like it feels like jaded, you know? It feels like the whole idea of commitment, of um higher level relationships, marriage even, like you're kind of like I've had so much manipulation around that. I've had so many like fake magicians and just like I don't want to have anything. It feels jaded. Don't be jaded. There's no reason to be jaded, you know. Some people are just shitty people, you know. It just is what it is. Vulgar shadow. Rude or inappropriate, no filter, blunt, cutting. And then we have flaky and paradox. So paradox is contradiction to personal beliefs, duplicitous, inconsistent, and flaky is unpredictable, flighty, and indecisive. Suspicious at the bottom. So with paradox, I think that it is against your nature to view relationships in a jaded manner. But because of the in and out energy that you've experienced, like you just kind of view them as just outright inconsistent. They're inconsistent, and you're kind of like, when it comes to committed relationships after this, how long is this going to last? How long? So you have Six of Pentacles, so say 6 months. It'll last about 6 months that you'll feel pretty closed off. How long will this person stay in Scorpio's energy? We have 8. So I feel like it's going to be for the next 2 months, the next 8 weeks. It kind of came in on the side though. I think it has to do with the fact that this is the strength card, and it's really dependent on how long it takes you to decide. Okay, how long it takes you to deliver justice. I'm not saying deliver your own justice. Your justice might simply be closing out the cycle, which is the best way for you. If you want karma, if you want cause and effect, if you want the universe to intervene in your behalf, all you have to do is energetically close the cycle. Then, once that storyline is complete, the clock starts for the remainder of your next story or your next timeline or whatever. But this is energetic. You have to actually close. You can't close and then anxiously await karma, right? Nope. You have to legit close. So as soon as you are ready to release, to surrender, to offer, to sacrifice this relationship back to the universe, back to energy, as soon as you're ready to do that, right? After that, it'll take approximately 2 months for them to get the hint. And it will take you 6 months to stop giving the finger to relationships. That wasn't bad. That's really not bad. considering the dumpster fire of all of the other signs. I mean, yours turns out pretty good. Yeah, but I mean, you were in a period of separation. I have recently experienced this separation period, and it was my third in my entire life. I will never, there will never be separate. You know what I was thinking? I was actually thinking that I was on the twin flame journey too. Hmm. Yeah. And I experienced the separation portion of that. It is basically like a free ticket to do whatever horrendous thing that that person wants to do. Maybe for others it's different. My experience says the next time a man says separation to me, I will say there is there is the separation between the interior and the exterior of the house. It's called the door. It only works one way. It says dramatic exit over the top. All right, Scorpio, that was fun. Thank you so much. You are unconditionally loved and supported by the universe. My unconditional love to you as well. Thank you for allowing me to tap into your energy. Until next time, take care.